Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to allow into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, we're going to CoinsKid cruise. So if you're not already involved in the Discord, definitely get involved. Look at this, it's absolutely booming in there. This is a crypto block section. It's a little section. Basically, people talk about the trades, post the profits, ideas. You got one guy in 158% up on that hi-fi short right there. What was that? A 6x? That was a whopping short. Basically, and they talk about the trades in there. I posted trades in the crypto blocks TA section, and then they open them up and have a look, and then they discuss the trades and ideas and execution and things like that. So it's definitely a thriving community that you want to be a part of. If you're into trading, if you're looking to make money on a daily basis, come to this particular section. Ask questions. There's so many people answering, posting trade setups and ideas and profits and things like that. And obviously you're not going to win every single trade. Please remember that. There's no absolutes and certainties in this world. And this is why, come in here, if you're opening a trade, and you just want a bit of information how you do that, or, where you should apply stop loss, or, your leverage, or is the 5 waves in this chart and things like that, definitely get involved in the crypto block section. It's booming, lots and lots of content in there. And this is just from yesterday, last night, this guy Moondeng, that was a short we've been looking at the past couple of days, playing out beautifully. It's just a fantastic area, fantastic place to be. This guy is on on form. We posted that this morning, because it's overextended to the downside. It's basically, look at this, a little rising channel, it breaks down. Love to see this, brilliant, and they're opening their own trades, from education and the things I teach. Fantastic, great call, mates, close short, might be early, but happy with results. We'll look to re-enter short in time, might need more bathroom breaks at work today. So this guy's at work and he shorted Merl, it's come down 78%, beautiful. And I love the fact that, we've got this section, people are helping each other out, and this is what we're looking at. We're looking at a little drop on Spawn. Look at this guy here, Macho. He's noticed on Spawn USD, might make a 15-minute bull div soon, currently extreme fear on the future blocks. Fantastic. So it's in the extreme fear. It's still coming down. Look at all this bullish divergence that's building just there. You notice a massive, huge overextension in the MACD. If it starts to come down anymore, it's going to create a bullish divergence, and that's what we look for, and it'll offer a long op to come back up into these god candle back tests where you broke down basically. So just get involved. It's an amazing community. If we take a look at the futures blocks right now, you can see the difference. In last couple of weeks, it's been orange, red, and right now the colour's completely different. The futures blocks is in a state of worry right now. Let's take a quick look before we dive into the XRP chart, okay? So looking at XRP on the futures blocks right now, the vast majority of the coins in the futures blocks are in a state of worry. So when they're down there in a state of worry, the opposite of being greedy and extreme greed, I do look for the longs, to be honest with you. And just like the last couple of weeks, everything's been really greedy and extreme greed. I've been looking for the shorts, and we've been getting a lot of success on that. So it doesn't mean the bottom's in or anything like that, or the top's in or anything. I'm just trading in between the ranges and riding these waves, and this is what we do. On the futures blocks, you can customize your own blocks. If you don't like the default palette that I've created for yourself, you can change it, okay? And as you can clearly see, we've got quite a lot of futures blocks palettes. A lot of people are using this. Look at all these community palettes just there that are different. So again, you can use their blocks. If you want to use it, just click that and it uses the block basically. It uses their template. But this is a default template. This is one I use, okay? So we'll stick with this for now. And this is just the colours that I'm used to. I just think it's generic colours. But again, people are colourblind on their systems, a phone, a laptop, the tablets, whatever. It's going to be different for them. So I've made it so they can see the colours better. So how do we use this? Okay, so we'll take a look at XRP right now. It's in the neutral zone. If we jump into the chart and we'll take a look and see what it's doing on the 15-minute time frame, okay? So looking at XRP on the 15-minute time frame, at the moment, a little micro trade kicked in yesterday, nice little long down here. You got overextended on the MACD. The RSI came below the 20 zone. Like I taught you on the radar, set that in because you would get an alert just there and a maximum opportunity. When XRP is in the floor, you look to buy more, and you got the trigger point where you basically drop below 20 on the RSI. So if we take a look at XRP, just there, my primary at the moment is the fact that that's a peak after 5 waves up, and this is the bottom after basically the bottom in early September. So if we're looking at this right now, really simple, XRP has come up in 5, and this is why on Sunday I did say to you anticipate some kind of correction there for XRP, because you've come up in 5 into $3.18, and then right now you basically had a 5-wave push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. And it looks as though at the moment you've got a 3-wave move coming back up into the retracement into this god candle back test before potential another 5 waves down. If we see something like that, it means that this is your floor, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is your maximum opportunity. That's where you put your stop loss, and boom, you got a vertical move to the upside. That would be the short-term bullish scenario going forward for XRP. Okay, this was the bottom of a whopping correction, and it's come up impulsively in 5 waves. And right now you're correcting in a 3-wave move, coming back to this low. So these are retracement levels that you're going through right now. And what we may have experienced on Monday is the beginning of the correction, basically, in a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I've always taught you, you see 5 waves down, you buy. You see 5 waves up, you sell, or you don't buy. You don't buy 5 waves up, you buy 5 waves down. And this is a law we live by on this channel. So these are the long opportunities. This was not your long opportunity, but the market was making you feel like it was, and this is why I was relaying short opportunities across the board. And this is what we're looking at, and this is why we're making so much money. So right now, obviously you're trending down, but obviously the market is offering longs for the retracements back up into the God candle backtest. Because if we take a look at XRP right now, there is a God candle backtest just there at roughly 307.52, where basically if you take a look on the 15-minute, you've already had that God candle backtest just there. So basically a God candle backtest is a level of support that was lost in a God candle where you flush through. Okay, so you see a massive flush in a God candle. You came down, we traced, confirmed this resistance, and then you dropped again. Okay, so if you take a look, you got a huge drop here as well, and you've already had that God candle backtest just there. You see that? Always gets many points of contact. So support, dropped, confirmed it as resistance, and you continue to drop. But if you take a look, you've got a God candle backtest just there where you got this support. Always get as many points of contact as you can. Support, God candle backtest just there, roughly 307.39, and we've not backtested it. So it looks as though XRP is trying to get to that. Okay, have that retest, which could be the B wave. So it would be something like this. You've got basically, this is a top, that was the A, like that. This is a 3-wave move up B, may go a little bit higher, and then boom, you're going to see another rug pull to the downside in a C wave. Now this C wave will consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. We see that, with the overextension, with bullish divergence, boom, you've got your impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is your wave 1, and then your A, B, C wave 2. That would be the short-term bullish scenario for XRP. And hopefully it is, because if it is, it turns around and goes vertical in a 3rd wave, and we can catch a bid and go long basically with a stop loss on the 1 fib at 26946 in time to negate that particular trade setup. If it falls below that, that's where it becomes a leading diagonal, which is actually really explosive down the line, but that's a different story. If you want to learn more about that, please check out the recent videos on XRP. So that's currently my outlook for XRP. It's caught in a retracement. You're retracing from the 0 fib at $3.1846 back down to that low in September, and a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move up, and an ABC coming back down the stairs. So I've been looking for some kind of ABC rejection at roughly 307.39. It may even go above that, okay, for XRP. So if we do start to see 1, ABC 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and it comes back and starts to look like that, okay, it could be incredibly bullish. But currently it looks like a 3-wave setup for XRP. So some kind of A into a B into a C. Maximum opportunity down there towards the end of the month. Build some positions, with your stop loss on the pivot low, and then we could be looking at vertical break for XRP. So let's look at other trades on the futures blocks and how to find them, okay? But if you're looking for more in-depth analysis on XRP, just check out the videos from a couple of days ago. So taking a look at the futures blocks at the moment, there is quite a state of worry across the market, to be honest with you, and we're seeing Bitcoin having its head stamped on by Tether at the moment. So Tether is pushing up and Bitcoin's pushing down, basically. So what we're looking at right now is coins that are a bit fearful, so we've got this coin here, Crow. It's just recently pushed into the fear zone, and we take a look at it. Now the reason this is absolutely bolted in recent times, this absolutely took off in space. I think it was something to do with Donald Trump or something. It went all the way from down here, bolted like an absolute beast, and right now it's just retracing that entire move. So again, what we're looking at is God candle backtest in this particular chart. Look at all the bullish divergence that's building up here as well. So you're getting an increased probability at some point this will start to come back upstairs, okay? You're seeing a massive amount of bullish divergence build up, and if you take a look at the MACD as well, quite overextended, and it's beginning to print that bullish divergence as well. So you've got an increased probability, okay? This may have one little flush down and then come back up into this God candle backtest just here. And then again, if we look above, there may be other God candle backtest. It's done quite a lot of retracing into God candle backtest, to be honest with you. So I would just be looking for a little long down here into this level of resistance here, and then I'll just TP, because I don't necessarily see any God candle backtests above. You come up into that one just there, you come into that one just there, that one just there, that one just there. Are there any up here? We take a look, just there. We've already had that test, just there. There is one just there. Okay, so the long game may be that we may actually retrace and break this move here for Crow. So this is level of resistance high above. I don't necessarily think it's going to do it immediately, You know, I want to see some kind of reversal pattern down here, but in the short term, that would be, you know, my big macro move back up to 36 cents. So from here right now, just buying spot, you could be looking at a whopping 61% appreciation. But at the minute, I just think it's going through some kind of correction. But, you know, I'm just looking for a little long as a little day trade, basically. So just here, we're going sideways in a descending triangle. So you're making lower lows, lower highs, sorry, and you're compressing from left to right, and you're getting the same support. So this may experience another little flush to the downside. And your technical target would be roughly, try and get that in, would be down here. And this is just simple technical analysis. So I'll catch a bid at 0.22.106. You know, I won't even put a stop loss in, and then I'll be looking to ride it back up. You know, very minimal risk trade. You know, I won't go in my life savings and things like that, which is what a lot of people do. This, you know, the colours are the wrong way round, so that's red, and obviously your support's green. So if we can catch a bid here on this descending triangle, it's coming down like that, getting compressed, compression leads to expansion, back test, see you later, comes down its technical target, 0.22106, I'll catch a bid, and then it'll come back up into the God candle back test, which is around about 7.04% retracement. And at that point, you know, you're seeing quite a lot of bullish divergence build up down there on the MACD and the RSI, so, you know, it'd be a nice little trade. I'll just jump in $100 trade or something. Won't even put a stop loss because I'm a DJ like that. Hope you understand that update. And you can trade this on Bybit, BitGet, Mexi. It's entirely up to you. The links are in the video description. So that's simply how I use futures blocks to find my trades. Okay, this coin is quite overextended. It's currently in the fearful zone, so I think it's offering a long in this market. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and obviously get involved in the crypto blocks. The links are in the video description. Take care, everyone. Back to an update on XRP. Bye bye.